and the honor. Lord, we lift our hands in worship as we lift your holy name. You deserve the glory and the honor. Lord, we lift our hands in worship as we lift your holy name. For you are great, you do miracles so great. There is no one else like you. There is no one else like you. For you are great, you do miracles so miracles. There is no one else like you. There is no one else. You are great, you do miracles so great. You need a miracle today. Do you need a miracle today? There is no one else like you. For you are great, you do miracles so great. There is no one else like you. There is no one else. You are great, you do miracles so great. There is no one else like you. There is no one else like you. For you are great, you do miracles, miracles. There is no one else like you. Oh, there is no one else like you are great, you do miracles so great. There is no one else like you. There is no one else like you. For you are great, you do miracles so great. There is no one else like you. There is no one else like Thank you, Lord. With a clap offering, let's welcome our Papa.
Hallelujah. So let me help you. You managed to deposit you. Hallelujah. We thank God for a day like this, a day to be gathered together to study His Word. Amen. And don't forget to pray for Brother Kofi and the family. I think they will be returning tonight from Mexico.
Amen.
And Pastor Alf too will be coming. So let's pray for them that God would grant them the mercy of the wings of the eagle.
Amen.
So they will come and be with us holy and in peace. Amen. We are in our month of bringing heaven down. Heaven is already down, I'm sure. Because if 10 months and we are still bringing heaven down, then we may be late in enjoying heaven. Hallelujah. And it's our month of walking in good success. Good success. Amen. And if we qualify success with good, then it means we want success that will be according to the pattern of God. Everybody attempting something and achieving it is success. Amen. I've succeeded. I've made it. I've gotten to where I started to get to. And everybody in life who wakes up in the morning and decides to go to work and come back home safely succeeded. So success can be many things to many people. But we want to look at success from the perspective of God. From the perspective of God. And being successful with God is being able to fulfill what God is expecting from us. What God is expecting from us. We know we are here as representatives of God. That is what His image and likeness mean to us. When He created us in His image, it means we have to make into effect what if God were to be here, He would do. He wants us to do what God Himself will do if He were to be here. So we are here as representatives of God to do what God would do. Amen. That is why Jesus said, my Father worketh hitherto, and I work. That is why He said, what I see my Father do, the same do I. So He was here not only to deputize for God, but to act as if God was on the scene. And when we are able to discover what God is doing, and we place ourselves in the same mold and accomplish it, then it means we have succeeded. In Psalm number 74, last week we read a scripture from there, and I want us to go back to it, because it is not only enough to know what God is doing. We should be able to also know how we can make it happen. It's not only enough to know what God is doing. God is working, yes, God is working. We know, but how can we also do what God is doing? Psalm 74. We read verse number 20. And have respect to the covenant, for the dark places of the earth are full of the habitations of cruelty. That means we are in an environment seeking to do what God is expecting of us. We are in an environment that is full of challenges. It's not just an easy path. It's not just being in your house with your door locked and you are with your mom, with your dad, and your dad says, if I say A, say A. It's just easy. Because within that environment, there is no opposition. The door is locked, you are inside with your family, and everything is smooth. But Bible is telling us that this life, where we are designed to execute the divine agenda, is full of wickedness, challenges. In 1 John chapter number 5, let's read verse 18 and 19. It will help us. 1 John 5, 18 and 19. We know that whosoever is born of God sinneth not. I wish we can reframe that passage, that sentence, and instead of putting sinneth not, we put faileth not. We know that whosoever is born of God fails not. Because remember in the same 1 John 5, verse 4, we are told, whatsoever is born of God overcomes. So being born of God, you are born an overcomer. That is who you are. You are born to overcome. But he said, but he that is begotten of God keepeth himself. That means there is a place to position yourself. Apart from knowing you are an overcomer, there is a place that you have to position yourself so that the wickedness around will not touch you. That means the cruelty in the habitation where you are supposed to function is targeting you. So your attempt to succeed will be tested. Are you following me? Yeah. You won't just find it easy. I wake up, I will succeed by all means. He said, no, you have to keep yourself. After knowing who you are, keep yourself. So that the wicked one, those that want to oppose your way of living and how you want to make it, will not be able to touch you. Amen. That means hands are stretching out to stop you from succeeding. But I'm sure you'll be able to position yourself very well so that you will make it in life. Then verse 19. Verse 19 is just similar to, and we know that we are of God, and the whole world lieth in wickedness. The whole world. The whole world. So it's not just a part of the world. It's not just an American condition. It's not just an African situation. It's not just because this is a China thing or a Russian thing or Iran. No, the whole world. Wickedness is everywhere. That means opposition to success is everywhere. Oh, if I travel to America, I'll be able to make it. No. No. It's not about a particular location. The challenge that will oppose you in not making it in Ghana, the same challenge can oppose you in not making it in America. It's not about location. The whole world is the whole world lies in the wickedness. So wickedness, if not challenged, will seek to control you wherever you find yourself. Wherever you find yourself. Bishop was trying to make this teach this morning on this good success thing. And he said, your success is not determined by what you've been able to accomplish today. Because somebody can seem to be succeeding today and tomorrow he will be out. He will be out. Somebody might be seen like he is failing, but at the end, you see that something happens and the person is on top. If you don't know how to deal with the wickedness, the challenges, the oppositions that are all around you, there is no way you'll be able to succeed. Jesus told us in John chapter number 14, John 14, 30 and 31. I'm not teaching you this so that you will be afraid of the world. I'm teaching you this so that you will be aware of the environment in which God is demanding good success from you. It's not going to be handed over to you on a silver platter. No. So he said, hereafter I will not talk much with you. That means he was talking so much. Good success is not in too much talk. It's in action. It's in working. It's in productivity. It is in turning situations around so you will be rewarded. It is not in talk. If we are not careful, we can be talking, and we will realize we've not acted. And we are where we started from without showing any proof. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. I've come to discover that if you are not careful, even as a leader is not only supposed to instruct, like giving instructions. He's supposed to direct and expect performance. A leader must provoke the people to act in a certain way so that they will produce tangible results. A leader is not necessarily a teacher. You can be teaching and teaching and teaching, and the people will do nothing. But a leader set up goals, create motion, and propel the people to reach to that goal. Amen. So here we are. It's not about talking. Jesus was talking, but he said, "Hereafter I will not talk much with you. I have to cut short my much speech." And why? He said, "For the prince of the world, of this world, cometh." So the enemy was coming after him. He could see the realm of darkness around the light that he's supposed to manifest. He could see. He was telling them, the prince of this world is coming, but he has nothing in me. That is why I want us to focus. Having nothing in him means I don't have any agreement with the prince of darkness. I don't have any agreement. That is where we go back to Psalm 74 verse 20. Have respect unto the covenant. That is the one you agree with in your journey through life will determine whether you will have good success or not. Amen. Jesus is saying the darkness cannot overcome me because I don't have any agreement with the prince of this world. Remember, the prince of this world sought to have an agreement with Jesus in his temptation. Amen. And he will seek to have agreement with us. He does it every day. You wake up, there is an agreement. You see, when I hear people pray that God help me to make a choice, God empower me to make a choice, I say, brother, are you correct? Because what God does is that he sets the things before you and you have to make the choice. If he is to empower you to make a choice, then you are like a robot that is controlled by a battery. Put the battery in, plug it, and it starts performing. Take the battery out, and it ceases to function. Moses said, I have set before you good and evil. Choose. He didn't say, wait to be empowered to choose. Yes. Are you getting me? So he said, I don't have any agreement with the devil. The devil came. He said, if you will bow before me, see the glory, I will hand it over to you. He said, get thee behind me, Satan. He didn't pray, God, empower me to resist the devil. It was a matter of choice. He knew the respect, the one you respect into agreement is the one that will direct you to where your life will end. Amen. Have respect unto the covenant. The prince of this world is coming, and I don't have any agreement with him. I'm praying that the church of Jesus will come to a point of knowing what qualifies to be in agreement with something. What qualifies? What qualifies? Because that is what matters most. What will prove that I have an agreement with God? What will prove? Is it because I go to church? Or is it because I can sing songs or read the Bible or preach? What is it? Because every covenant must be signed by two parties. I have no covenant with you until there is a conscious and deliberate effort to append signatures to a document. That shows I have a covenant. I must agree. I must consent. Either verbal consent or written consent, it must be recognized. Amen. In Genesis chapter number 15, verse number 18, listen to God. I want you to know that there is no covenant until there is a recognized agreement signed. In the same day, the Lord made a covenant with Abraham.